Wow. You're like in the same breath, too.
Yeah,
in the
I'm like,
same
can
breath.
I just play this game? Like, I'm going to get treated like garbage regardless just for being a woman online, especially.
Talking in the scope of dating, though, I think OnlyFans are just that general approach to female sexuality where you're commodifying your body for, okay, not $5 a month, but $20 a month. That sort of just breaks down the fabric of traditional relationships where men feel like they can treat you poorly because they
If I feel like a man is treating me poorly, I wouldn't give him the time of day.
It's hard because like men are consuming content, but women are creating the content.
You don't
like
have the ability to enforce that
supply and
boundary by
demand,
being
baby.
on OnlyFans.
That's hard.
I do.
No, you don't. A creepy guy who could be treating you horribly could still pay and subscribe to your OnlyFans.
But I wouldn't date him if he's treating me horribly.
But they still get access to you.
And they could subscribe and watch your podcast.
It's the same thing as like me posting
I
on
have
my
all my
Instagram.
clothes on during my podcast.
She doesn't
Me
do
too.
nudes.
Me too. I don't do nudes.
I don't.
Thank
You
you,
just have to pay to
Forum
look at
and
it.
Lingerie. It's
Lingerie is fine. That doesn't bother me. The thing is I wouldn't interact with someone who I felt like was being mean to me. If you're going to be mean to me because of something that I do, bye. That's not an issue for me.
I'm not necessarily
wouldn't give you the
talking
time of
about
day.
like an interpersonal, like being mean to you, like.
But you're talking about dating.
I'm talking about how men approach relation. I'm not talking like you're sitting on a date and they say something offensive to you. I'm talking about like, I think when women have sort of taken the feminism pill hardcore and they're, oh, I don't need a man, men or whatever, that men are going to be more inclined to not treat you with what is a more traditional cherishing role that women
I think that I think that
yeah.
I do need a man, and I would love to have a man in my life, and I would love to have some sort of relationship when the time comes. But right now, because I'm doing OnlyFans, there's a lot of men who don't want to interact with me, and also because I'm not particularly interested in having a relationship right now, there's a lot of men who don't, wouldn't pursue me, and that's fine with me. That doesn't bother me.
I think women are born inherently with their value, and your job as a woman is to preserve it by not making choices where you sell yourself out for a variety
I think
of things.
my
and
job
men have to work hard.
Can I add something to this? But a lot of these like companies and these like the whole like
everyone
sex
sells
working and
sex.
stuff. No, it's all also started by men a lot of times.
Everyone
so
sells
this
sex.
This is a weird like point of view to be like, oh, it's women's fault for doing this. But a lot of times these are
Porn happened before OnlyFans.
Exactly.
People
And
were
there was
profiting off
theaters,
of
there was
women
there's
before OnlyFans
prostitution
became a thing.
by pimps and things
There
like that. So
wasn't
it's like it's weird to be like blaming the women.
My critique is of feminism, and we have women to blame pretty heavily for that.
Feminism. We're not saying bring power to like prostitution or anything. It's weird. This has been happening for many years.
I'm
But it doesn't
also
necessarily mean it's right
OnlyFans
though,
is
or like a healthy
OnlyFans
road
is
for
a
people to
different level.
participate.
So
So
if
it's
I-
more parasocial.
Hold on, if I did pornography, would it be okay if I was straight up on Pornhub? So why are you saying OnlyFans is on a different level than pornography?
Well, what I was saying is women are born inherently with their value, in my opinion, and men are not, and they have to work to achieve it, right? If you look at what men go after, beauty in women, more or less, and women go after men with, status that they can provide for them. And all I'm saying is that when you do things like OnlyFans, when you do things like porn, now take a step back, okay, if it would have been, 30 years ago, it wouldn't have been OnlyFans, it would have been, who knows, prostitution, whatever that, in that year it would have been, that you are denigrating yourself and basically proving that you are not a woman that is deserving, not of respect, but that you're not upholding your inherent value as a woman.
would you say a man's inherent value would be ruined if he didn't?
Well, not even that.
I would say anyone.
I mean, I think anyone would, but I think where we derive our value from is slightly different. And just on your point about OnlyFans,
Or the men running this again, it's like these women who are in these vulnerable states who they don't have any means to be able to make money.
We can throw the vulnerable states out the window, though.
so you're saying you guys are being exploited by the
No, I'm saying we can throw
going
that out the
to
window.
Your original
No,
point
I
from
don't
many
give a shit
years
about
ago. That was my statement.
No.
It's like where this first started, right? It was like, for example, men taking advantage of these women who needed a means of making money, right? Sex work years and years ago. Sex work has always been a thing, though. Even in like years of like before Christ, after Christ, all those years, like sex work has always been a thing. So it derived from men controlling women a lot of times too. So like I don't get the
That's
point
not
of
really what
holding
I'm
women
saying.
accountable, but saying men are like it's okay, right?
No, I
not
think we ought to
saying-
hold them both accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
get
they're
that.
both
If you want to hold
accountable,
one
sure.
accountable, hold the other.
I'm not saying to not hold men accountable. I think the CEO of OnlyFans, who I actually believe is a woman, but the owner of it is a Ukrainian
The
dude.
CEO now is a woman, but Who's
It started in England.
But
It started
no
in
offense,
England.
it sounds like you guys are trying to deflect blame. You guys are choosing to make content.
I was about to say.
Sorry. Do you think I have an OnlyFans? That's crazy.
The women doing OnlyFans wouldn't be popular if they just didn't put themselves in the situation to be on OnlyFans.
Men are gonna
OnlyFans
make
wouldn't be
women
thriving.
popular whether you're on OnlyFans or not.
What is the point of this conversation? What's I'm so lost here. What's the point?
I feel like what I don't respect is more like not so much like someone doing OnlyFans. Because obviously I would respect most people because you're a person. Any person has inherent value, but it's this idea of chasing meaningless pleasure, like just the ease.
Yeah,
I don't
but
respect people who are like,
I-
oh, it's easy to consume porn. It's easy to just like put out content. Like that doesn't seem.
If the point is that it's gonna limit your dating pool, sure, I hear that. If the point is that it's not morally correct in your eyes, sure, I get that. What is the point of this? I don't understand. What is there?
Oh, I guess I think it's who is to blame for this. It's
Well,
kind of like a
it's also
chicken and
like-
the egg.
it's also like a-
Nobody is to
situation.
blame.
But it's also like,
Site
is it
created,
detrimental
people
to
are buying
society?
It, you're a model. Let's
kind
move
of
on.
thing. It's like, is OnlyFans detrimental to society? I mean, that's up for
the
debate.
normalization of OnlyFans is detrimental to society. Yes.
Yeah.
How do you say that as someone who works in
We should also blame
tangentially
every
in the industry?
fast food worker for obesity.
See,
Yeah.
you know,
We
I
should
wouldn't
blame
say
anyone who works in any
We should
bad
blame
industry
every
for the
bad
consequences
aspect
of
of
that
capitalism.
industry.
At that point, we
She's
should
not
get rid of
blaming you, but you are
capitalism.
playing a
I'm not.
part
You just
into
said
it.
the industry
Knowing
that
I think I don't believe in the normalization of it. That's crazy. I would never recommend to anyone that came to me to make an account. I would never say, yeah, you should make one. If you have an account, I can probably make you more money than you can make yourself. That's it.
I'm just curious from your personal moral perspective, how do you justify working in an industry that you
I
think
have
should not
no
be
moral
normalized?
dilemma with it. I don't think that we should be talking about it like vlogs of, oh, I just bought this yacht and went on this $20,000 date. I think people should be open to the discussion of the negative side effects of OnlyFans, and we should have these
But
conversations.
you shouldn't
like
vilify the
dopamine
people in
depletion
it.
if you watch.
You shouldn't vilify
Andrew
the people in
Huberman.
it. Vilify the industry, not the
Yeah.
people.
Well, I just think
not
I'm very
vilifying
sex
you,
work
but I also
neutral.
think
If you do
can
it,
take
you do it. If you
accountability
don't,
for
you
your
don't.
actions.
Yeah, and have I not taken?
Well,
have I
I
not
take
taken
accountability
accountability
for a lot of things.
Well, that's what, have I not taken accountability this whole
think so.
time?
I'm not vilifying you.
Okay.
What's up, Abby?
I do think she makes a good point that women who are participating in the industry are a problem, and I think that
wouldn't say
they
they're
make a good point that men who are participating in the industry by watching it and paying for it are playing a part. Both of them, I mean, sex work in general is wrong, and anyone who participates in it, it's not a good thing to do. It's a wrong thing to do. So, I mean, of course, the men who are watching it shouldn't be watching it, and the women who are participating
perpetuating
in it
the demand.
shouldn't be participating
Yeah.
in it. We can take accountability. The industry is ruining society. Nobody should be participating
There's
in
also
it.
the fact that even if I wasn't doing like OnlyFans or whatever, there's gonna be men who speak to me in such a disgusting, horrible way, who come into me like, why aren't you selling nudes? Like, I literally was streaming on Twitch the other day playing World of Warcraft, and they're like, why aren't you showing your ass?
Yeah,
that
but
that shirt is
what
so
does that have
tight
to
on
do
you.
with-
Why would?
There's so many, I don't do OF, and I still get those DMs. You don't have to.
No,
do
no,
that.
it's not the men bad. I'm just saying they're creating a demand for it. They're like, I literally had someone mad at me being like, why aren't you advertising your OnlyFans? Why aren't you being nice to me? I'm like, I'm not being nice to you because you're being weird. This is chatterbait, you
This
freak.
is crazy.
Sorry, my bad. I don't mean
Well,
to
I
yell.
guess, what is your plan, like, kind of after OnlyFans?
Me? I'm
if
getting my
there is
degree
one.
in accounting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and if someone doesn't want to hire me because I have OnlyFans or whatever, that's fine. Whatever. I'll work at a gas station for the rest of my life if I have to.
She sounds like a hustler.
Whatever makes it work. Listen, I'm from the boonies, dog. We got 3 McDonald's.
She did mention that. No, like
don't
again,
care.
I don't want to make anyone who has an OnlyFans like feel bad. I wish you didn't do it, but
It's what it is.
you know.
It is what it is.
But yeah,
I
to
can't
say
change
like,
it. I
oh,
can't take
it's
it back.
it's Julie's fault
You're
because
from the boonies,
OnlyFans.
I'm from
dog.
the boonies. I'm from the boonies, dog.
3 McDonald's.
Bro,
boonies,
you're
dog.
from
We got three-
Vancouver.
No, not
Island.
Vancouver.
She's from Vancouver
I'm
Island.
not
Very
Vancouver.
different.
I'm not from Vancouver. I'm from like a small
Island.
town.
She's from the mean streets of Vancouver.
No. Hold on. It
Canada.
takes 8 hours for me to get to Vancouver. So.
Cougar?
Leave me alone.
That's what it's called?
Leave me alone.
Damn.
Eat your peaches.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Well, I was gonna say
Wait, hold on. Abigail, go ahead. Continue, Abigail.
Oh wait, I think I made my point that women who participate in the industry are absolutely part of the problem. Of course, we're not blaming those women
You're not the
for
sole
the
holder
industry,
of the blame.
but you're absolutely part of the problem. And if you think that sex work or the industry is ruining society, I don't think you should play a part in it.
Yeah, I get that. I gotta eat though.
I mean, yeah, you might really need money, but there really are other ways to make money.
No, there are.
This
There
is
are.
an
Work
easy
at a gas
way, but
station.
There are certainly-
not everything that's easy is good.
There's
In fact,
certainly-
usually things that are easier are
Hold on.
bad.
But see,
There's-
yeah, that's the point I was trying to make of like the ease, like the pursuit.
Right.
Of just, I want to do the easiest thing.
There's
Let's call it
here's
that.
the thing. Here's the thing about I could work at a gas station. I'm working there 30 hours a week. You know, I get a paycheck of $1,500 a month that covers my rent, doesn't cover all of my bills. You know, it doesn't cover my schooling or anything like that. I work on OnlyFans. I post 3 photos a week. I make $3,000 a month without doing anything. If I work harder, I make more than that. Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I? My schooling's paid for, my rent's paid for, my food is paid for, my
Can I
gas
add
is paid for,
something
my
that
insurance
is
is paid
something
for.
else that's very easy?
is money.
Monetary, yeah,
Yeah,
but
can
I care about having a roof over my head.
Can I add
Yes.
something
I
then?
see that. I see
So you
that,
turn
yeah.
18 years old and you marry a 40-year-old, and then you get a roof, you get everything, right?
I don't want to marry a 40-year-old.
No, I'm saying, but it's easy. So you're saying easy means bad, right?
Easy's not always
usually,
bad.
yeah.
It's not always bad. No.
At the
I said usually.
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're saying just marrying a random 40-year-old just to pay your bills,
Do we
just to
hate
have a
age
roof over your
gaps?
head is bad. No. Yes?
I mean, I would say, yeah, there's
fair
better
if you
if
really
you
love
if you
them.
care about a future and a family and you're just settling for a guy just because he has money. That's not a great situation.
Well, the
to
money's
be
a
in.
benefit. The money's a benefit. It's not the sole
bad 'cause
reason.
It's easy. Like I think I'm sure most of us probably think our jobs are maybe inherently easy. Like we're naturally drawn to something. It is
Yeah.
the job in and of itself.
I would say that OnlyFans is probably like morally wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of things in life that people do that are morally wrong.
But I don't think OnlyFans is easy though.
Yeah.
Because you have to deal with all this hate from people and telling you you're bad, you're contributing to
It's pretty
the
easy to-
society getting fucked up.
It might mess with your head a little bit, the backlash, but it's pretty easy to take a picture.
Well, it doesn't
post
fuck with
it.
my head, but it's
Mentally.
not
And get
easy.
I'm fucked
You have
up.
to like
Mentally it's
actually
fucked.
promote it.
But
You don't just like post your hole and you're rich, you know?
Jesus loves you so much.
Jesus,
want you to know that.
there, sub.
Disgusting.
I like to make jokes.
I will say though, like I
Wait,
agree.
Make that same joke, but with a different.
Mussolini?
Yeah,
Mussolini?
Make that same
Who's
joke,
Oh, but like a different religious
Make
figure?
that same